Europe is experiencing an increase in Muslim migration from Middle Eastern countries. The people who raised awareness about this subject were put in the right-wing extremist corner or silenced and cancelled. But I still wanted to find out how Muslims actually think about liberal values when it comes to dating, women, sexuality. Even if I disagree, love thy enemy, I sat down with an African Muslim to interview him about women, dating, and Islam, and the results might shock you. So a woman cannot be alone with a man if they're not married?
No, shouldn't.
All right, man, I'm here with my friend from Africa, and he's from Sierra Leone, and African Muslim, and we had some passionate debates about Islam, Christianity. So let's start up with why are you a Muslim, for example, and not a Christian? What is also like a popular religion in Africa?
I'm from West Africa, Sierra Leone, not Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
First of all, yeah. Your question is why am I what?
Why are you a Muslim and not another religion?
First of all, I was born a Muslim.
Yeah.
It's not like I converted. And secondly, because I believe it is the truth. It's the only truth, like the real religion.
So why do you think that Islam is superior to Christianity in terms of truth value?
Because it is the truth, and Islam means peace. And also, Islam, like the Muslim holy book, the Quran, is the only text that has been preserved without corruption, without it hasn't been rewritten, it hasn't been corrupted in any way or form. Yeah, that's why I believe it's the truth and the ultimate guidance for mankind.
Why do you think that Muslim countries are like less democratic than Christian countries? So you can see, for example, if you look at the best countries to live in as a woman, they're all Christian, and the worst countries to live in as a woman are all Muslim. Why do you think is that?
First of all, I don't think the best countries to live in as a woman is a Christian country, and I don't believe that the worst countries to live in as a woman is a Muslim country. I don't believe that.
Okay.
I believe it's the opposite, actually.
Okay, I will give you the example. So, for example, the best countries, when you ask ChatGPT, will be Denmark, Sweden, Norway, those kind of countries. And the worst one would be Afghanistan, Syria, countries where women are banned from literally doing anything. You know what I mean?
If you look at the statistics, right, a woman in a Muslim country can walk freely, wearing their hijab, can walk freely without being like whistled at and being watched like gazed at, stuff like that, without being whistled at. Whereas a woman from a Western country, if they dress, they go out, they cannot walk 2 blocks without being watched at in a weird way or whistled at. Why is that?
Well, are you sure it's like this? You don't think that there's sexual harassment in Muslim countries?
I don't think that women are more safer in Christian countries than Muslim countries. I think it's the opposite.
Okay, so for example, what I mean is that, for example, in Afghanistan, women are banned from receiving education. They're banned from speaking publicly in journalism. They're banned from a lot of things. That if you think about it in terms of like individual rights perspective, the women are highly restricted in those kind of countries. I'm not saying that it's in all Muslim countries, because it's not. In Malaysia, it's not the case. But I was wondering, like, for example, if you apply Sharia law to women, like how does the what must a woman do in order to follow Sharia law in Islam?
Okay. I'm gonna bring it in another context. For example, let's say the UAE. Like 70% of the educated citizens of the UAE are women. Yeah? And I think 60 to 70% of their workforce are women also. Why do you think is that?
I don't know. I'm asking you. What is the connection between how women's behavior should be and Sharia law?
Okay, first of all, a woman is born with values.
Mm-hmm.
A man has to work up to gain their values.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are born with values, you have to protect those values. And Islam teaches a woman to protect their values and dignity. Shouldn't like just give yourself out just like that. You have to protect your values and dignity.
Okay, but how do you again, like, how do you follow the Sharia law? If you're a woman, you live in a Muslim country, you want to follow the Sharia law, how would that look like for a woman?
First of all, I never studied Sharia law, but I know a little about Sharia law. I only and also a Muslim woman, you just have to follow the basic laws. You have to like preserve your dignity.
What do you mean by preserve your dignity?
Okay, you have to dress properly.
Okay.
Yeah, and also that's it. You have to dress properly and follow a code of conduct.
Why does a woman have to dress properly but a man does not in Islam?
Of course, a man have to dress properly. So, for example, a woman's private part is considered all of her body except her palm and her face.
But for example, a man does not need to cover his face up. A man does not need to cover his head, his face up, but a woman has to. In a lot of like Muslim
They don't
countries.
have to if they don't want to.
Okay, so in Islam, a woman is free to choose.
You are free to choose whether to cover your face or not. But to cover your head, like your hair
You have to.
is private.
Oh.
Yeah, your hair is private. The rest of your body is private, so you have to cover it. You are only allowed to show it like your hair, for example. You're only allowed to show it when you are in the presence of your like fellow woman or your close relative, like your husband, your children, and stuff like that.
But as a man, you can show your arms, you can show your hair, you can show everything you want. Or not everything you want, but you can show much more.
Let me give you a quick context about it. A male's private part, it is written, a male private part is from here, from the navel, on top of the navel, until the knees. That is what's considered a male's private part in Islam. So a female's private part is considered her entire body.
Oh, okay.
Her entire body is attractive. So her entire body is private. It's part of her dignity. So she has to protect it. It's part of her values.
Okay.
Yeah. So get it like this. If you see two women walking, one is wearing like very short trousers or whatever, or skirt, and wearing something like breast. So you see another one, not even a Muslim, just dressing fully, even if they are not wearing like a wig or something like a hijab or something. Yeah. Who are you attracted to first the most? As a normal person, like if you ask 100 man, who would they be attracted to first? Who would they say? The one with the skirt and stuff. Yeah. So if you just happen to call someone, like if they want to call, they will call that one first. But now, what if they are married? Then they are not protecting it. Like that, your body should be only protected, should only preserved for your husband.
Do you think that? Okay, I get that. I totally get that. But do you think that attraction between man and women is something sinful? Because that would be the only logical conclusion for me, that like you would need to cover yourself up because you believe that it is sinful if there's a man attracted to a woman.
Why do you think nuns dress like Muslim women dress?
Because nuns are married to Jesus on paper, and I think a big part of it is tradition. It's not really that being attracted to a woman is wrong, because as you can see in Christianity, women walk around like they don't have to cover themselves up, right? So in Christianity, it's not about if you're attracted to a woman, it's more as how you view women. So in Christianity, looking at women with lust is wrong. But for me, as I define it, looking at a woman with lust is like a selfish desire to use her body for your gain. For me, it's a difference between lust and attraction. So, for example, if I see a beautiful woman on TV, right, I might be attracted to her and her beauty, but it does not mean that I see her lustfully. And this is the kind of thing that I honestly see problematic in Islam, that they see it as something bad, if there's like attraction to beauty. You see what I mean? Because I think that it is part of life to have beauty in your life. It does not mean that you see them like lustfully or something like that, but just like being attracted to beauty. That's what I mean.
For me, and also in the Islamic religion,
Yeah.
so if I see a woman here, if they are not dressed properly, I see them once. It's not a sin. Like the first time that I see them, it's not a sin because I just accidentally saw them. But if I see them the second time, like I see them and I look down, then the second time I do it again, then it's a sin because now I am just gazing at them. They are not mine. If I see them the first one, if I like I'm really attracted to them, I should go and approach their father, their brother, or if I don't know none of them, I can approach another woman to go and tell them that I wanna like I like them and I want the father's number or their own mahar's number. Then I just approach them in the proper manner way.
What is the proper manner?
Okay, the proper manner way, if I like a girl, whether I see them in the street or I see them at school or at a workplace, I shouldn't just like start asking them like number you wanna go out on a date. No, that's wrong.
How should you do it?
Good, thank you. If you see a woman, there are three things that you can do. One of three things. If you have a sister present that time, you could ask her, could you ask that lady for me? I want her father's number. I'm attracted to her. I like her. If she likes me also, then maybe I would like to marry her halally. Or either I can ask if she has a brother, I can ask the brother if I know the brother. Explain to him. Or if I know her family, I can go meet them directly. So all of these three things, if they are not possible, then maybe I can just go approach her respectfully, and ask her, greet her, Assalamu alaikum, or hello. Just even if they are not possible, I can just say hello and ask them, present myself and explain my intentions respectfully, then ask for their parents' number or their guardian if they have one. Then from there, I can call them and schedule a meeting. We can sit and discuss whether they like me or not. Their guardian should be present when we are talking.
The guardian?
Yeah, the guardian. That means either father or brother. Someone who, yeah, their guardian.
So a woman cannot be alone with a man if they're not married?
No, shouldn't.